Hello everybody, thanks again for joining me. My name is Dennis with Team Exos. So we're going to start off jumping right into it. The only time you're going to need a wall or just something to lean those hips and lower back against is right now. So all we're going to do, put our feet out in front of us, widen that stance out, knees are locked, and then all we're going to do is bring our toes up towards our knees. So we're rocking back on those heels. And then we come back down. And if that's easy, we walk the feet out further. As it gets harder, we can walk our feet closer to our hips. But this right here is going to help stretch out those ankles. And right here is going to bring blood flow to the front of the leg, anterior to the atlas. So you're getting a stretch of the calf, of the ankles, I should say. Warming us up for the rest of the movements. I'm going to do it for about 25 reps here, so as you fatigue, fight through it a little bit, and then feel free to walk those feet an inch or two, and keep on going. And once we hit 25, we go straight into, we're going to hug this knee, so our chest is going to be a little bit difficult. Helps with balance, proprioception on that down leg. So we're here, we're just going to sink those hips down and back slightly, and then coming through as tall as we can, and then back, tall through again, hugging that knee in, sink it down, coming back, opposite side, same thing, sinking down and back, slow and control, find that balance to the full foot, nice and tall here. Time, find that balance, down, back, coming through. And then we go to squat position. We're going to squat down. We're going to put our fingertips right underneath our toes. We're going to use our elbows to wedge those knees out. And from here, keep the feet, or the hands I should say, where they are. And then we can raise those hips up, straighten out those legs, and we sink back down. So from the side, here, tall chest, emblems forward, push the knees out, and then we come through, nice and tall, coming back. Going for 5 here. Then we take our mat here, pillow, anything to help add some support for that bottom leg. So we're here. We go tall kneeling position. So this knee is a little bit behind our midline, so the weight's not directly on that kneecap. And then we're gonna rock ourselves forward and reach up and back. I like to go parallel grip, so palms are facing me. Reach here, and then from here, I sink my weight backwards. So I feel a stretch in the back of this calf and hamstring. And we come through again. Come forward and up. Reach back. There's toes up there too. The most out of the calf stretch. And we're coming through. Reach up and back. And back. We need to switch sides. Same thing. Here. Knees a little bit behind that midline, rocking ourselves forward, up, back, looking up and back, come back, those toes up, stretch out that hamstring, coming through again, back, last one. From here, we get into a push-up position, oftentimes called world's greatest. So, up into a push-up position, and then one leg, actually on the right side, is going to come up by our hands. As we're getting in position, we put that knee down. And from here, what we want to think about doing is try and keep that leg elevated if we can. We're going to drop, same side this knee is elevated on. We're going to drop that elbow, and then we're raise up, we're going to rotate while keeping that back knee off the ground. I'm going to look to the sky, follow the hand, and come back, push-up position. You need to take some knees and walk back, that's fine too. Or just one fluid motion, it's fine. That side's up, drop this elbow, and then rotate, open up, try to keep that back knee off the floor, and back. Drop the elbow, and then rotate. Back knee straight if you can. Drop, and rotate. Minus that drop, and rotate. Good. And then last one we'll do is a little bit of a warm-up. Gonna go for a dead bug. So, just activate our core and our bracing mechanics. So we're gonna go flatten our back 90-90. So 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees, about basketball-sized space between our knees. Toes are up and active. And from here, the body naturally wants to arch, wants to flare this rib cage, wants to arch that lower back. We're going to make it more difficult. So by pushing that lower back through the floor, you notice my ribs stop flaring and there's no space in this lower back. So we're going to hold here and breathe. We can raise our hands up here, make it more difficult. Push that lower back through the floor. And from here, one side, tapping, and back. Opposite leg, opposite arm, and back. We're just going 5 each side. Keep that core engaged throughout. Lower back pressed to the floor, ribs drawn down. That's not challenging enough. We're gonna get straight leg. The whole way, try to keep that lower back engaged. Push to the floor. Very nice. Alrighty. First movement now, we're going straight into, so we've got 30 seconds of work. Let me start my stopwatch here. So we got 30 seconds per side we're starting with a reverse lunge. So I'll show you on this side, reverse lunge, straight through. So reverse lunge, straight into forward lunge. Ready? So start here, reverse, step straight through. Let me show you. All ready? So this side. Start here, reverse lunge, and straight forward lunge. Reverse. Pause this real quick. Clear up this area. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty. So that's better. So, as I was saying, we're going to start nice and tall here. We're going to start reverse lunge. And walk straight through, forward lunge. Reverse. You can make this piecemeal. Step here and then through, or and if you have any knee pain, just do the reverse portion where we get step through, nice big steps. We're at 20 seconds here. Going 30 seconds each side. And time. And same thing, opposite side. So let's come forward, big step, coming back. Make sure we have our balance. Take your time on the first few. You can step out and forward, out and back. Find that balance first. 10 seconds here. Then you can speed it up. Use the arms and hands to balance ourselves. Help with that and time. Next thing, we're going straight into a knee hug, single leg glute bridge. If these prove to be a little bit too challenging for you, you can always go double leg glute bridge. So easier version. You don't have to have the heels in too close. Over here, the ribs are down, just with those dead bugs. And you're squeezing those glutes. Try and make a straight line with the lower body. However, if it was a little easy, we're gonna hug the one knee to us. And then Let's go into glute bridge up, not letting those hips sink, holding, and back down. Holding up, back down. Go 30 seconds here as well. If you need to, you can come up on that heel to drive up, or keep it flat. This will help with the hip strength, hip flexor strength, core strength, as well as, of course, lower body and that glute. And then switching sides, just using this as a timer. So we're hugging this knee in and squeezing the glutes, coming up. You can hold here, come back. That back's nice and flat. Coming up. This helps with our hip flexor strength and mobility. Our glutes, mobility of our ankle, of course. Bracing mechanics. 13 seconds. Hold the top for a couple, and coming back down. Make sure the ribs are down. Back stays nice and flat. And time. Next one. We're standing. So these have a lot of different names. Swimmers, all kinds of things. But the idea is bending knees slightly, push those hips back. Like we're karate chopping our hips, push those hips back, and our hands are coming up in line with our ears, and our palms are facing. And from here, let's start off by shrugging up, back down with our shoulder blades. We'll bring our hands up, and then we're coming out to the sides. And look at my thumbs. I'm going thumbs in, pinkies are down, and reverse shrug. The shoulder blades back and down, and I come through again. Reverse shrug. I feel some pops in the shoulder. Just opening up those shoulders. Holding this position for 10 seconds. And time. All right, so we're going to go 2 more times through that. So we start off once again with our lunges, reverse and forward. If there's any knee pain, just go reverse if you can. And if that's a little too much, just drop into our squats. You can have a wall, a chair, a table, something sturdy to brace yourself on. So if I'm using my left leg to come forward, I personally would brace with this right arm. All right, so here we go. 30 seconds each side in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Forward, stepping back. Brace yourself, find your balance first, that's most important. Then you can increase the speed. Drive up nice and hard through that down leg. Staying in contact with the ground. 10 seconds on this side. Once again, use those arms. Help you find your balance. Good, time. Opposite side. Here we go in 3, 2, and let's go. Ten seconds. Find that bounce. Use the arms. Really helps with that. And time. We'll drop down for our knee hug single leg glute bridge. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 30 seconds on this side. These ribs down, core's activated. Squeezing here, not letting those hips drop to one side. Just checking our time. And time. Here we go. Opposite side. 3, 2, and 1. Back stays flat, core is engaged. Hold the top. Come back down under control. Not letting those hips, knees sink or shift from side to side. Five seconds. And time. Ready. Go, my screen just went dark. That's not helpful. Alrighty. And then going straight into knees are slightly bent. Karate chop into the hips. Reaching forward, hide those ears. Thumbs are up. And come back and down, shoulder blades, or shoulders. Stay here. Rotate in. Coming back. Seconds. Good. So one more time through, just like that. So as we step through, our core's engaged. Use those hands, just like if you're sprinting or running. How the hands naturally want to move is probably going to be most beneficial for you. Alrighty, here we go. 2 and 1. Through, driving back. Find your balance in these first ones. Use the arms. Find that rhythm. Oops. Take your time. Core stays engaged. Driving up hard in between the reps. That bottom leg. All right, time. And then opposite side. I'll face you. So opposite leg stays down. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Stays engaged whole time. Down and back, and driving through, and time. Glute bridge. Both legs, or hug the one knee. Here we go. Get the head back and down. Relax the neck. Core stays engaged and let those ribs flare up. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, time. Switching sides, switching legs. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze nice and hard. Try to get that straight line from the knee through the shoulder, close to it without arching the back. Okay? Ribs stay down. Alrighty. Drop in position. So, knees somewhat bent. Hips back, back stays nice and flat. Reaching up with those arms. And rotate around, thumbs go in. Head back nice and long. Core stays engaged throughout. So as you might notice, this is a good position for deadlifts, picking things up off the floor. Good. Alrighty. Very nice. Alright. And we'll do a quick finisher now. So with this one, we're going first into we're going to do alternating split jump squats. If you can't do that, let's bring it just to speed squats. So the squat can look like this. You don't have to lock out all the way. We're coming down like we're pulsing. So you notice my hips aren't locking out all the way, neither are my knees. So that can be alternative. But if you can do it, we're going to do 30 seconds, and then 20 seconds, and then 10 seconds of split squat jumps, followed by marching front planks. So what it's going to look like is this. So once again, balance is paramount. This ground is kind of dirt, and it's uneven in a lot of places, so you might see a little bit of wobble from me. Ideally, nice, stable ground, not a no-slip surface, if you would. So what we do is here, and I'm rotating, try and get some air time. Once again, take the time for that balance. Okay, so we're going 30 seconds in the first round, and then we'll go into a marching front plank. So I'll describe that as we get into it. Alrighty, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Try and get that air time. Find your balance. I like to use my arms once again, up nice and tall, nice and high, and then we dip down. Really work through these. Last little bit of work. Okay? And time. We're coming to a marching front plank. So, feet are flat, forearms are flat on the ground, elbows right underneath of our shoulders. Feet out wide somewhat. We're here, and then lift one at a time. Without letting those hips rotate. If that's too much, just come here. Hang out in this front plank position. Core stays engaged, glutes are tight, quads tight. If you can, we'll bring it here. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. And straight back. Take a brief second. Shake out anything you need to. Big deep belly breaths. Here we go. 20 seconds. I'm just going to count us down. The sun's kind of blocking my screen. So here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Back to our marching front plank. 3, 2, here we go. 20 seconds. Almost there. Last little bit of work. Keep the core engaged, quads tight, glutes tight. And time. 10 seconds and 10 seconds. Last little bit of work. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. Right back to that marching front plank. Last little bit of work. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay tight. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nicely done. Take a second. We'll shake out everything. Open up the shoulders. Coming back. Come away. Back and down. And then we come to this push-up position. Modified, so it's a downward facing dog. And we're just hiding those ears. So head goes through the opening. Back's nice and flat. And we try and step. So I'm letting one knee bend at a time as I stretch out those calves. Hips are up high, stretching out the hamstrings when I need it. And then I like to bend, keep the leg arm straight, coming through here, Arching up, looking from side to side. Arms are straight, shoulder blades are back and down. You can rock from side to side. And then we'll come here, butterfly stretch, pushing down. And then we start pushing at the same time while keeping these in. Chest is upright. And then come here. Figure 4. Hug it in. And then come back. Reach through this opening. Opposite side. Try to straighten that leg out. Heel towards the sky. Keep those hips flat on the ground. Opposite side. Hug it in. Figure 4, reach through. And then towards the sky. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much.